This video is a continuation of lesson 5.1d. So we left off on problem number 9. You have a bar model with 9 total regions and only one out of the 9 parts are shaded in. So the fraction equivalent would be 1/9. Now to convert 1/9 into a fraction or decimal, you divide 1 by 9. 9 doesn't go into 1 evenly, so you add a decimal point, add a 0. 9 goes into 10 once, so 9 times 1 is 9. Your remainder of 1, add another 0, bring it down. So 9 goes into 10 once again. And notice how this pattern's just going to keep repeating. So this would be 0.1, and you put a repeating bar over the 1. That means the 1 keeps going on forever. Now, to convert this repeating decimal into a percent, I would just keep it as 0.1111. And then what you want to do is move the decimal 2 places to the right. So this would be 11 point. Remember that the 1 still keeps going, so this would be 11.1 repeating percent. Okay, number 10. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out of a total of 9 regions shaded in. So 5/9. Again, divide 5 by 9. 9 doesn't go into 5 evenly, so add a decimal point, add a 0. 9 goes into 50 5 times. 5 times 9 is 45. So remainder of 5, add a 0, bring it down. So it just keeps going. Okay, so that means 5/9 would be 0.5 repeating. To convert this into a percent, I would just write it out with a couple of 5s. Remember that keeps going, and then you move the decimal 2 places to the right. So you'd have 55.5 repeating percent. Okay. Okay, number 11. In a survey, there's 20% of the people that say they preferred Coca-Cola to Pepsi. What fraction of the total number of people surveyed is this? So remember, 20% means 20 out of 100. Okay, percent means out of 100. So you just take the percent and write it over 100, and now you reduce it. So you can divide the numerator and denominator by 20, and you get 1/5. Okay, so that means that this would be 1/5 of the total people surveyed. Okay, number 12. Laura bought a coat in January for a third off the original price. What percent was taken off of the price of the coat? So that means we need to convert 1/3 to a percent. So first we have to convert the fraction into a decimal. So divide 1 by 3. So 3 doesn't go into 1 evenly, so add a decimal point, add a 0. 3 goes into 10 3 times. So add another 0. 3 goes into 10 3 times again. And notice how the same pattern is going to keep repeating. So this would be 0.3 repeating. So the 3 is just going to keep going on forever. Now we need to convert this decimal into a percent. So move the decimal 2 places to the right. So this would be 33.3 repeating percent, because the 3 is going to keep going. So we can say that 33.3 repeating percent was taken off the code. Okay, number 13, you want to complete the chart. It's similar to what we did earlier on page 14, just without the bar model. So number 13, you have 0.32. So you want to convert 0.32 to a fraction. So 0.32 means 32 hundredths. Okay, so 32 hundredths would be 32 out of 100, which you can divide by 4, and you get 8/25. Okay, now as a percent, you want to move your decimal point 2 places to the right. So 0.32 would be 32%. Now you have 17/20ths, and you want to convert it to a decimal. So divide 17 by 20. So 20 doesn't go into 17 evenly, so add a decimal point at a 0. 20 goes into 178 times. 8 times 20 is 160. Remainder of 10, add a 0, bring it down. 20 goes into 100 5 times. So you get 0.85. And as a percent, you want to move the decimal 2 places to the right, so it'd be 85%. And then for 4%, you want to convert 4% into a fraction. So 4% means, remember, it means out of 100. So you take 4 out of 100. And if you divide by 4 to reduce the numerator and denominator, you get 1/25. And then 4%, to convert percent into a fraction or a decimal, you want to move the decimal 2 places to the left. So that would be 0.04. So this concludes lesson 5.1D.